Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 78. I had to look at my notes. Okay, so I have some finished objects today, and of course more works in progress. So let's get started. Okay, so for my finished objects, I'm still working on the 365 Days of Granny Square project by Nadia of Yarn Utopia. And last week I left off on number 354. So continuing on, here is number 355 right here. And then I have number 356 right there. And then here's 357. Got lint on this one. Okay, so 357 right there. 358, this was a very large one, so I had to go way down to like an E-hook, I think. Lots of these bullion stitches right there. So 358. 359, this one had lots of stitches as well. 359. And number 360 is this one. Okay, so that means, since I am doing 366 for the leap year square, that I have 6 more squares to go and I will be finished with this project. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. So next week I will be finished with the squares, and then the following week I'll have them all connected onto the blanket. So so exciting. I'm almost to the end. And I don't know what if I'll have a long project like that to do after that, or what I'll do. I don't know. But as you know from my videos, I always have plenty of projects to show. Okay, so finished object number 2 is the Gingerbread Man. I did finish him. I've been showing you I think past couple of weeks that I was working on it. This is for a friend of mine that was wanting me to make it for her. And so I finished him, and so I've got him, and I'm going to be giving it to her on Sunday when I see her. But I want to show it to you guys now. Okay, this is a pattern made by Mary Crochet, I think. Mary Smith, is that right? I'll put the link in the description box below to these patterns, okay? So here he is. I'm very happy with him. He's big. Let me step back here. He's very big. He stands up. I'm having to secure him. He won't stand up on his own. He's going to have to be leaning up against something. But he is finished. I used Red Heart Super Saver. I used Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Cafe Latte. And the green is from Joann's. It's their Big Twist, was it Big Twist? Big Twist yarns. I can't remember the name of the green, but that's where it's from. And then, of course, these are just scraps that I had. This is Red Heart Glowworm, his bow tie. I went ahead and stitched his hat on, okay? The edging here on the hat is the Bernat Pipsqueak, some leftover that I had from the llama blanket. I just made a pom-pom out of white Super Saver with one of my Clover pom-pom makers. And of course the little peppermint, that's a white pipe cleaner there, and these are just scraps. So here he is. So happy with him. I showed a picture of him to the recipient that's going to be getting it, and she said that she loves him already. So very happy with that. Okay, next finished object is the Christmas character blanket. I finished it. I think last week I showed you that I had all the squares put together and I was just going to do the border. Now let me show you the border. It is the candy, I think it's called the candy cane border, and I got the pattern from Sarah Zimmerman of Repeat Crafter Me. She has a tutorial showing you how to do it. And so let me show you that. It's just chains that you like interlock all the way around, just Red Heart Super Saver, red and white. And now it is very large. I did take a picture of this blanket, and I will be posting it on my Instagram and on my Facebook group, so then you can see it all spread out, because as you see, it is quite large. So you can see the edging there. Anyway, it's done. It's big. Let me see if we can see the Christmas words at the bottom. Right there. Okay? Anyway, I will post a picture of it laying all out flat so then you can see it, because it's just too big for me to hold up. So, and I actually did it with the I used her suggestion as far as making it smaller by using a smaller hook. Like I used an F hook, which is 3.75 millimeter, and I used half double crochet stitches instead of double crochet stitches in my corner to corner blocks, and that did make it smaller, but as you see is very large still. I think if I would have done the traditional with double crochets and a larger hook, that it probably would have been like maybe twin bed size or full bed size maybe, not sure. But anyway, it's going to go on my couch. A little bit stiff yet, so we kind of washed it, so I'm going to wash it, and then it's going on my couch as part of my Christmas decor. And maybe I will get a picture of it after I get it on my couch and show you. So anyway, so that's finished. One of my crafty goals, I got to check that off because I did get it finished. And so that's the main things I worked on this week, is to get those projects finished. Okay, so continuing on with my works in progress, I'm still putting the squares together like the squares from last week for the 365 days of Granny Squares. I'm making blankets out of them, and this is 365 days of Granny Squares blanket number 11. Yes, number 11. And I have 2 complete rows. I'm doing 5 squares by 5 squares, 2 complete rows, and 3 down there at the bottom. And so I will be putting that 6 on that I just showed you, and so that will finish out the 3rd row and start on the 4th row. And then when I get my following 6, that will complete the 5 rows. Okay, so I'm joining this with the Joining As You Go flat braid method. I have a tutorial here on my channel on how to do it, but there's, well, and I used loops and threads, impeccable, in claret, I think is the colorway. So I used that on the edging. So there you go. Okay, so when I finish this one, getting them all stitched together, I will gather the blankets that I have so far, and then I will be making another trip to donate them to the Project Linus Foundation. And let's see, I'll have 1, 2, 3, I'm counting, I have them stored around my craft room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I looked at it there. 5, I think. I think. Yes. And then I may have another 1 or 2 to donate. I mean, when I round those up and donate them. So I may do a little short clip showing them all together before I make my donation, just like I did before. I had a blanket roundup video. Okay, so the next works in progress is the Harmony Sample Blanket. Harmony Sample Blanket by Sarah Satch. And this is a year-long project she's been working on, giving us a section, a new stitch to learn and put on the blanket. each month for this year, and so she just released the November part, and so the end of December, well, I guess it'll be after Christmas. Well, she releases it the last Monday of the month, and then it will be finished. So there's one more part for me to add to this. Okay, so here it is. What she had us do this time is the moss stitch, and so I added just a few rows there. I didn't do the full 3-inch sections like I've been doing, because like the last section was a wider piece, and so I just did that much. Anyway, here it is, and then I'll lift it up and you can see the very bottom there. Quite colorful. And then I believe we are going to do a border around the whole entire thing, I think. If not, of course, I do have a couple of books with border patterns that I can put on there. But I think we're gonna do a border, I think. Anyway, so there's that part. Adding the November section on there, just using scrap yarns that I have. And so you won't see that one again until she releases the December edition of the stitch, okay? Okay, and then works in progress number 3, yes, is the lion. Now this is the amigurumi pattern that this is also for a friend of mine that was wanting me to make it. The alligator that I showed a couple of episodes ago, I think, will go along with this. So let me show you a picture of what the finished object is supposed to look like. I am following the tutorial and written pattern and then tutorial by Sharon Oyala, and it is the Little Bigfoot lion, which is here right there. Let's see if the light will, oh, there he goes. I was hoping the light will show it up better. There you go. He's gonna have a big bushy mane. And I had originally bought a lion pattern that I was going to use, but I was afraid that one was going to turn out larger than what the alligator was. The alligator pattern wasn't quite as big as I was wanting it to be. And so I had to go ahead and pick another lion pattern because I wanted them to be similar in size. So I've got this much done so far. Looks like a peanut, just like my poor Diddy project that I have not worked on, my Diddy Kong project. He still looks like a peanut body like this, but I will get back to him eventually. But anyway, I am using Big Twist Value yarns, this one, in the color gold. And then I'm going to also use Big Twist Value in I think it's chocolate brown for the mane, okay? And I'm using 12mm safety eyes and a G hook, which is what the pattern calls for. And so I've got his head body combo, and I do have his muzzle made, not complete. I've got to stitch his nose and stuff on the details on it, so I have to do that. And then of course the arms and legs and whatnot. And then the mane is actually attached to a cap, like a wig cap that I have to make that fits on his head, and then you attach the mane to that. So it's going to be interesting to do that. It's going to take me a while. It's definitely time consuming getting those strands in there, but I think he's going to look awesome when I get him finished. I'm hoping. Okay, so that is all my works in progress that I've worked on. Of course, I've got works in progress more, but that's what I've worked on this week because I wanted to get the gingerbread done so I could get it to the recipient because it's going to be part of her Christmas decor, and so I wanted to be able to have it for her so she could add it to her decorations. So I wanted to get him done, the gingerbread boy or man. I wanted to get the Christmas blanket done because it's part of my Christmas decorations. And so that's what I worked on the most. And of course, keeping up with my 6 squares for the blanket. I was tempted to go and just keep on going and make another one, but make some more of the squares since I'll have 6 left. but I decided that I needed to work on some of these other projects as well, so I had to kind of spread things out. So, but definitely this next week I will be finished with those squares. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's see, that's it. The llama blanket, I was gonna work on it this morning. I'm just on the border, but I just didn't get to it, and so I'm not gonna show it. It's laying there, but I'm not gonna show it because it's exactly the same as last week. But that's definitely one of my priorities for this coming week, is to get on to that and get it finished. So I'm excited to get that border on there. Let's see. Oh, but also, I also worked on the Traveling Infinity Scarf #1 project. And if you are subscribed to my channel, or if you saw my video, I just released it yesterday, and I showed my section of the scarf that I added to it. So I've got it boxed up, and I will be shipping it out. Summer's Tips and Stitches. Summer, it's on its way to you. And so after I get finished with this video, then I'm going to go ahead and take it to the post office. So it's going to be shipped out today. Okay. So if you want to see that, of course, pop over onto my channel and see that video, because I did release it, posted it yesterday, so it's up and you can see that infinity scarf. Okay. So let's see, what else? Okay, so I want to give a couple of shout outs. 3 actually. Okay, so there's a YouTube channel that I've been watching for quite a while now, and she is so close to her 1,000 subscribers mark, and I think that would be an awesome thing for her to be able to make that reach 1,000 subscribers by Christmas or before Christmas. And she's like she's over 950 subscribers now, so she doesn't have that much more to go. So please go over and check her out. Her name is Denise, and her channel name is Dear Designs. Hi, Denise. She's got great videos. She knits, and she has knitting projects, plus she crochets as well, and she takes care of her little nephew from time to time, and you can, occasionally she will have him on the video. He is just adorable. And but please check her out. She's got some really interesting vlogs, and she's working on some really neat things. So please go over and check out her channel, but even more so, subscribe to her channel, and let's get her subscriptions up to the 1,000 marks by Christmas. Wouldn't that be a great Christmas present or Christmas goal? Oh, I've reached 1,000 subscribers. So please help me out, or help her out rather, and go over there and check our channel out and subscribe. Let's get those subscription numbers up. Okay, now the next shout out is for this past week. This past Saturday was my birthday, and I had 2 of my YouTube friends that gifted me patterns on Ravelry off of my wish list, and so I wanted to thank them. And it was Kim of Blue Cherub 82. Thank you so much, Kim. She gifted me a pattern of a little boy and girl elf pattern that I had on my Ravelry wish list, and so she gifted that pattern to me, and so I will be very anxious to get that started, and I think the pattern's super cute, and so I thank you very much for gifting me that pattern, Kim. Thank you so much. And then also Karen of Happiness is Homemade, she also gifted me a pattern off my wish list from Ravelry, and she gifted me a amigurumi polar bear pattern. I don't have the pictures of them, but they are now in my Ravelry library. And the polar bear is so super cute, and so that's another one I will be anxiously looking forward to making. So thank you so much, Karen, for gifting me that for my birthday. Okay, so let's see. So let's see. Okay, so upcoming, let's go to that. Upcoming, let's see. I have also, I've just posted a video of the number 4 in my birthday month series video, and that's already on my channel. So if you haven't watched it yet, go over there and watch that. I'm just talking about some of the favorite books that I have that I use, some of the Facebook groups that I belong to, not all of them because there's lots, but some that stood out to me when I was making the list of ones I thought maybe other people would want to know about, to check them out as far as getting them inspiration of projects and patterns to make. Also a few websites and things, also in links. So go ahead and check that video out if you want. And let's see, upcoming though is I'm going to continue working on the llama blanket. Maybe I can get that done, and hopefully maybe it'll be a finished object this next week, I hope. And let's see, I have more Christmas gifts in the queue of my things that I need to do. Not my Ravelry queue, I don't keep it up very well, but in my written list of things that I need to do. I have more I need to get working on, so you'll be seeing some of those as works in progress and hopefully finished objects before Christmas. Also, tomorrow, I think, no, not tomorrow because it's not the first Friday. I guess it won't be until next week. Is that right? Today's November 29th, so yes, it will be the following Friday, but it's upcoming. It will be the Jada in Stitches calendar blanket, the December portion of it, which is the last section of that blanket, and besides the border. And so that is upcoming, let's say that, because I guess I won't be showing it next week. It'll be the one after that. But anyway, that's upcoming. And there is a 2018 Christmas tag going around that I have been tagged to do, and so I will be answering those questions. It's about Christmas traditions and things like that. I will, who tagged me? Let's see, Debbie of the Canadian Crocheter tagged me, and I was just a while ago watching somebody else doing the Christmas tag, but I haven't finished watching it. But I know that Debbie the Canadian Crocheter tagged me, so I will be doing that, and then I will be tagging somebody else to do it as well. Okay, let's see what else is coming. I think that's it. Vlogmas is coming up. I know people are going to be doing that. I think that would be so fun to do, but I just don't know if I could keep up with it. My days are not always that interesting, so I just don't know if I would come up with enough content to do, but I will be making extra videos here and there as we go along anyway. So let's see, I guess that's all. Thank you so much for my subscribers. My subscription is, the subscribers count is like, last time I checked, it was 2,284, and so once I reached 2,500 subscribers, I will do another Ravelry pattern giveaway. And so let's get those numbers up to 2,500, and then I will be doing the giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, and join me here as I'm showing you all the projects and things that I work on that's crafting and yarning related. Check out the Facebook group. I have a Facebook group called Yarnjoy Podcast. Very original, I know. But please join us over there. I love when I get members over there that post pictures of their projects, so then I can see what you are doing, as well as not just looking at my projects all the time. And I'm on Ravelry. I'll put a link in the description box below where you can find me on Ravelry, on Instagram, and my Facebook group. So I guess that's it. Everybody have a great weekend. Upcoming holiday. Well, I guess we are in the holiday season, sort of. I haven't decorated for Christmas yet. as you see, I still have my fall wall hanging. Well, technically, though, it is fall and not until December 20 something, right? But no, I haven't decorated for Christmas yet. We haven't got things down. Been talking about it probably this next week, possibly. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so I hope everybody has a great weekend and lots of family time and just a very relaxing weekend. So, an upcoming week. So, everybody take care, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.